It's just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up. But I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood. Cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be mother. They stab you when you're back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Yo. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Sounds good, man. Still sounding good. For 2024 in the stew. Y'all already know what it is, man. Happy Thursday to ya. Happy New Year to ya. 2024. Same shit, different toilet, new roll of toilet paper. Nah. Seriously. Now the new season is here. So now you should definitely have a reason to make those changes, man. We are in the fourth day of the new year. So I want to thank the man upstairs, man, for making this all possible. Because I went to sleep and I was woken up at 11:50, just in time for me to the last 10 minutes of 2023 and see the ball drop and see the performances, of course, up New York. What's that? What they do with that?
Times Square.
Times Square. Times Square. Thanks, B. Times Square. So yeah, man, it was a beautiful thing. I just wanted to be safe. I just wanted to be so basically just safe and sound, just relaxed. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, as a tradition, they like to, you know, waste those bullets every single year. You know, they waste the bullets. That's why I don't, well, whatever. I don't get it. But anyway, of course, you know, we got that other celebration, that type of celebration. But like I say, from what I heard, you know, it was one lady who was found in a hotel. I think this was New Year's Day in D.C. She was found shot and pronounced dead at the scene. That was the only case I heard about, which was a sad one. But that's the only one I heard about, and I'm quite sure it was more. But that's one that had stuck out. So we're still here being advocates, being activists in 2024, still talking about these cases nobody want to talk about, still bringing the people in to tell a story, to shed some light on their life and their cases, doing all we can do right here at Phocuz Radio. So we're still in full effect at Phocuz Radio. You already know what it is, man. So we advertise, we market, we promote, we interview from all walks of life. So this is just not my show. Like I always say, this is everybody's show. And, you know, if you're coming on, you're adding to Phocuz Radio. So nothing subtracting, nothing, you know, everything that we do here makes the show grow. We add to it for the people. So educating and elevating the community is what we're doing here on Phocuz Radio. And I've had a nice long run. And I want to thank the man upstairs for that, you know, and it took me a few places in order for me to find home. And I know people say, well, you know, you can do that from your house, and you can do this, and you can do that, but I ain't never done it before. You know what I mean? But I want to be, you know, in a professional setting. You know, if you say you're a producer, you're a host, or you're an actor, or you're a singer, you're a rapper, or whatever it may be, you find yourself in the studio. So that's why I decided to do it here, man. So Beltway Radio and beyond got new shows. I think it's a new show after me tonight, right, B? Here's a
new episode, Chip Chat.
Chip Chat, new episode of Chip Chat. And then we got some other new shows that's coming up. Well, that's have came on and just getting started in the 2024 season, man. So Beltway Radio and beyond, and you think you can do this, I tell everybody, man, you can do what you want to do. If you think you can do this, you know what I mean, check us out. You can reach out to me, and I can just pass the information along, and we go from there, man, because we still got slots available. Everybody wants to be a podcaster. But this is not a podcast. This is a show. But anyway, we'll keep the ball rolling, man. Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams has been in full effect. Like I say, 2024. Hey, okay, look at Cat. Check Cat out, man. 2024. You know, Cat just did that interview, man. And shout out, you know, Shay's Closet. What is it? Shay's room. Shannon Sharp, the football player, retired now and does a show. A great show. I'm gonna be honest with you, a great show, great interviews, and I've seen a lot of these sports guys, man. They go into the interviewing world and the podcast world these days, and you know, because everybody can speak their truth and say what they want to say. We have more outlets now, more social media is available. You can just post how you feel. You can just post how you feel. It doesn't matter who doesn't like it. If you want to vent, you want to get it out there, you can just post it. You can go live. You can be anywhere in the world, anywhere you want to be. You want to talk about something, you want to get some shit off your chest, you can go live right then and there. And if it's the right thing that everybody been trying to get off their chest, it goes viral. So it's a good and a bad thing because you can also get exposed through social media. And a lot of these shows, man, And you know, a lot of these shows that's out, including mine, you know, now it's just turning on, you know, your Facebook or your Instagram or X, formerly known as Twitter, whatever it may be. And you hear these people, celebrities now, have their own, making their own platforms to come out and keep it real. I think at this point, it's been so much information that has been given out about Hollywood, about the record industry, about the housing industry. And I'm talking about with the scamming and the fraud with that. You can be exposed so quickly right now, you know, and you don't have to go to that person that you'll expose it. You can just pick up your phone and expose them to millions, billions of people. And that's what's going on out here, man. And I don't think it's so much money that you can make, right? Doing your own thing and being independent. And we've heard the stories about being independent. We've heard the stories about, you know, signing major big deals. And we heard what comes behind that when you want the money, right? You want the big money. And we've heard the rumors and we've heard this and we've heard that. But this interview right here with Cat Williams, and I'm getting ready to show y'all, this is a 9-10 minute clip. And I watched it 3 times back to back. Because these comedians that he mentioned are the big names. They are black. He said a lot of the stories aren't true. You know, basically he's saying that they pretend to be this person in the industry or the business, but a lot of it is lies. A lot of it is lies. A lot of deals, he claims, allegedly, he turned down, you know, because of the after effect. It's always a before, it's always an after. And like I say, you can take a picture and that picture looks good, but we never know what it took to get in that picture. You can take a picture, but tell me the before story before the picture. In other words, you know, I can take a picture, I'd be in front of a double R, Rolls Royce, you know what I mean? Big mansion, big house. It's just a picture. How were you able to take the picture? How did you get in the picture? Tell me the big picture. So I think, in other words, man, that's what's going on, man. It's a lot of exposing. And, you know, you got to be careful. Who knows if it's true? Who knows if it's false? I know a couple of people have came out. He exposed Cedric. Wow, Steve Harvey. Oh, my God. You know, he spoke highly, Bernie Mac and D.L. Hughley, the Kings of Comedy, how that came about, and how it was jealousy there. You know, the same stories that you hear from Death Row Records between Tupac and Snoop. You know, we coming up and we seeing these videos, they ain't the best of buddies. You know, and it's all about the money. Can't what nobody say, it's all about the money. So I just want to play this again, man. Look at this again, because I don't know, right? I like Cat Williams a whole lot. One of my favorite comedians, honestly. A king of comedy, it's hard, you know, and that's another thing with this internet. Everybody the GOAT, everybody a king. And you know, I said, I mean, is the money low now? And you want to expose these people? I don't know. It's just that you just want to expose them. And, you know, he claims that, you know, these people have talked about him throughout his whole career. And he said that one thing that he said he was going to do was expose Hollywood. And that's what he did with this interview. And like I said, a couple people came out, you know, and I'm not even really going to say spoke against them, but they spoke their piece. And I really wish we could hear some stories like Jay-Z and Damon Dash and what really happened with a lot of these deals and a lot of these people, you know, and a lot of it comes out eventually. And I think another thing, even with Diddy, he spoke about Diddy. I think that you had these platforms now to expose, and you're not in the deal anymore, or you are not close-knit with this particular person like you were at first. Because 12 years ago, you wasn't saying all this when you was hanging with him and you was getting money. But now it's, oh, let me tell my story. So that's what happens. And I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. Just try to, be a stand-up person. Stand on it, as they say. And get exposed. Make sure you get exposed for some good shit. But yeah, let's go to this, man, because I got a lot of stuff I got to get out today with my people. I just want to go to this clip, though. And this is Shay Shay's room.
Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good Oba-Kaby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of other
DL's still out there. None of those irons matter to stand up. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things. But not a writer.
Do you consider yourself a king of comedy? Where does Cat?
No, they consider that.
Oh,
like when after Bernie left, them same 3 guys I'm telling you about, the kings.
Yeah.
Right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
There's no DL slander gets tolerated. But they came to me. I was supposed to be the 4th king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was gonna be called the Kings of Comedy, it was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you gotta close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it, because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you didn't have no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy.
Wow. Deep. Wow, that's heavy. That's heavy, man. That's heavy. One thing we do know Steve was wearing We do know Steve had the lace front. That's one thing we do know is true. I've seen his story and heard him tell his story several times. He has spoken about him being homeless, having to sleep in his vehicle, while on the road or on his way to becoming successful or getting started out. I've heard that story for Tyler Perry. A lot of those people say they were homeless before they got on. And, a lot of them have moved to Hollywood and went to L.A. Some of them made it, some of them didn't. The Bernie Mac thing, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Could be true. Funny than all of them. Hell yeah. Went last on your show and closed out. The proof is in the pudding. It's right there in front of you. The Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I thought about it. I used to watch both shows, that joint and the Steve Harvey joint. It was a similar show. Mr. Cooper's show was already out, banging. Then came Steve Harvey's joint, which was kind of the same type of show, skit, just, two different places, but it was based kind of the same show. Wow. So I don't know. I don't know. I just could say Cat spoke his truth, and that is the most relaxed or anything I've seen. Cat, like, really, in a different. He really can sit down and do an interview. Wow. Wow. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac, man. Rest in peace to the legends. Rest in peace, Richard Pryor, Robin Harris. Some of the greats that came before, and basically, I want to say it. They made the path. You know what I mean? Basically paved the way. In other words, and I sit back, man. I watch some of them old comedians, man, and I'm talking about funny as hell, non-stop, from beginning to the end. It's never a dull moment. So it's hard to come behind these guys, man. I'm quite sure it was hard to come behind Bernie, man. When you just so real and you black and you growing up and exactly what he's saying is going on inside your home or with your family, your kids, whatever it may be, and it's true, but you can laugh at it. Oh, you got me. You got us. You got us. So we'll see the repercussions from this interview, I'm sure. But I just wanted to show that.
Just hearing Cat's side.
Yeah.
Just hearing Cat's side. How do you feel about what he said?
I think it's true, B. I think it's true. The thing is, though, why did he want to expose them like that? That's the question I have. What is his real reason? He said that these guys have always given him problems and talked about him. So he said that, I guess this was his chance to expose him. But definitely, the proof, the proof is in the pudding. It's there. I believe him. What about you?
To me, I'm not a fan of Cat Williams' comedy. When he's when he does acting,
yeah,
he's funny.
Uh-huh.
I give him that. If everyone had the equal opportunity, I'm surprised it was probably given it to him or offered to him, but you didn't want to take it.
That's the Kings of Comedy.
Huh?
The Kings of Comedy.
Even that. If you think about, I saw the show, was initially live.
Yeah.
And to see those four guys branch off to do their own thing, having their own series and things like that. Well, let's say Steve and Cedric were together at the time.
Yeah.
But still, around that time frame of being known as the Kings of Comedy, you had those four guys on television.
Yeah.
And for Cat, it was like, to me, it's like, okay, did you have a problem? Because mind you, we know about your problem. So, so I just
Cat has always been underground.
Yeah, he's an
Really.
underground dude.
Yeah, he's underground.
Like I said, I respect your bits.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're hilarious as a pimp named Slickback on Boondocks.
Yeah.
But I just feel that this just sounds bitterness.
Yeah, that's why
I feel like why now? Like you said, why now?
Right, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. B, why now? What is your real reason behind this? But a lot of them do that. Are you promoting the tour? I mean, seriously though, you will be surprised how people market and will step on other people. But yeah, and all of them did eventually. And I think Bernie got his show last because he always laughed and joked about how they ain't give me a motherfucking show. You know what I mean? But he eventually did get a show. He eventually got more movie roles, and all of this was after the Kings of Comedy. And I really truly believe Steve probably at that time maybe could have done it by himself, but he pulled those brothers along with him, and they were that time.
But honestly, let's be among the four, Bernie was the funniest.
Yeah, Bernie was the funniest. No, he was the funniest. Hands down, Bernie was the funniest. Now, that's true. That's true. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I think somebody give me a comment.
And the person who tried to call, if you wanted to call again, 301-761-1040.
Yes, sir. 301-761-1040 is the call-in number. You want to call in. Yo, my man, 53 Yaks coming till sun, my bro. Kurt, you got to send another message. You talking about Cat, I think? Was off the yak. I got you. I see where you going. Yo, my man, 53 Yaks coming till sun, my bro. They say Cat was drunk. I don't think he was drunk though. I really truly don't think. I'm not saying he didn't get drunk because that's what they do. They loosen you up. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna drink the bottle and you're gonna get to talking, you're gonna get relaxed, and you got a long time to talk on Shay's show. So it could have been that, but I really don't believe it was that. I mean, like B said, is it bitterness? That's my only thing. Why wait so long, and why did you come out and do this all of a sudden? Are you mad about something? You know? So we'll see. We'll see the repercussions of this interview. And sometimes you got to be careful these days, man. I mean, your ass will get blackballed. I'm telling you, seriously. You have to be careful when you're fucking with those heavyweights. It's big, but that industry is so small, and everybody is sticking together. He was right about what he said. Everybody has their cliques, and you either with them or you ain't with them. I get that, but you have to be careful. But to me, Cat has always been a funny guy, just underground. That's how I always looked at him. But I got to give him his just due. Been grinding for quite a long time. So, speaking of Cat, like I said, we talked about that. 301-761-1040 once again, y'all. Now we're going to talk about DC. We're going to bring it back home. 2024 is just in. This just came in yesterday. And the director of the D.C. Department of Human Services said DHS will temporarily raise the SNAP benefits. This has been talked about for quite a while. I know the mayor controls this, of course, along with her financial committee of people as far as her financial department. She signs off on these checks, and she signs off these legislations and these laws and things like that, input as far as in the city. And it gotten so much money supposed to have been dispersed between SNAP benefits. And we talking about SNAP, we talking about food for those that say, the hell is SNAP? Supplemental Nutrition Assistance. Report is kind of messed up here. But that's what it is. So we're talking about SNAP, we're talking about food stamps. We want to break it down so we all can understand. That's to make a long story short, right? And the D.C. Council was going to sue the mayor. And I think what they want to do is get her off of the financial part of doing business within the city. I think they wanted to sue her, want to know where's this money at, and why aren't you giving these benefits that they supposed to have been gotten with the food stamps. Also with the housing, with the ERAPs and the rapid rehousing programs where the government gives assistance for a certain amount of time or maybe for a whole year or two to help ones pay their rent. So all this funding, I think it was maybe even over $100 million that was supposed to have been dispersed through SNAP, through rapid rehousing, through these housing programs, through voucher programs and things of that nature. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. So finally, they're going to dig in her ass. They're going to dig in her ass. So for now, they have raised it. They were able to get it through. It's been raised because they were threatening to sue her. So it had to get approved. But on the back end, she's going to have some questions. She's going to have some questions to ask. I don't get too much into politics. Like I told you, if I'm going to talk about something, I'm going to bring somebody in here that can talk about it. But in December, which was last month, she suggested she would refuse to increase the funding for the short-term SNAP program. And the council to look for more sustainable ways to use the funding. Basically, that's what I just said. She got the funding, you got the money to put into these programs, and now we're trying to figure out as taxpayers, because that's where the money comes from, right? Government, what are you doing with the money? So I think just getting tired of this bullshit. But, you know, you doing these dumbass intersections and you putting these medians in the wrong place. You got these stoplights. You got $200 million in camera tickets people are getting. You know, all these buildings are going up with no parking. I'm getting charged, 10 cents a bag, 5 cents a bag. And then I went to, Walmart out the city. I think it was 70 cents a bag. Come on, man. Come on, man. The food is going up. Rent going up. Get these people these benefits, man. They need them. They need them. And I used to aim towards more, and I would talk about more so of the younger generation, and I would sit back and say, you know, these young ladies need more programs to get into. You know, and it's a lot of programs that they could get into and some choose not to get into. I'm sorry, I got a call, y'all. I got a call. Somebody's calling Phocuz Radio. Hello? Hello?
Hey, I wanted to call in and give my comment watching the show.
Okay, thanks for calling in. You are thanks for gracing the stage of Phocuz Radio. Who am I speaking with, and where are you from?
Really hear you.
She said she couldn't hear me. Hello? I got an echo. Hello, my caller still there? My Phocuz caller? So my caller called back. You know how it be, man. Technical difficulties. We got a lot going on here. But anyway, it was boosted by 10%, which was $40 million in funding. Not to mention the other funding that was given to the city, before. This funding is through January and September of 2024 this year. So until September, this will be into place. I don't know what the increase is, but like I tell you all the time, I buy stamps. She's back. Hello, thanks for calling Phocuz Radio.
This is Linda.
Hey, Linda, how you doing, Miss Linda?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Thanks for the
Wait,
call,
got an
in.
echo. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Echo.
Hey, how are you, fam?
I'm well. Thanks for calling. How you doing? Happy New Year.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Hey, what's up? This Linda. How's everything going?
Hey,
I just
Linda.
wanted to give a comment. I tried to call you when you were talking about the cat thing. But I mean, there's a lot of exposure going on. Come on, what we gonna say about the Taraji P. Henson now coming out? And you know they're gonna end up blackballing her too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they're gonna blackball her. I mean, but that's that type of pressure that you under when people own you like that. They own you, by giving you things and doing stuff for you. And then at some point, there's a breaking point. That's why you see a lot of these stars end up, on the drugs or, probably, taking their life because of that pressure they have to live up under. It's not good. It's not good, man. I'm telling you. Hey, but we got to come on there and talk about some local exposure. So I'm definitely gonna get with you. We got to dig into this metro thing because there's a lot going on behind the doors over there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, now that I'm retired, we need to talk about it. It needs to be exposed.
Wow.
I'm talking sexual harassment. I'm talking women made offers and can't move forward. Some that do fall for the offers, they do give, move forward and filing stuff with EEOC, nothing happening, being a part of a union that turned their head because they friends with them too. Hey, it's exposure time everywhere.
All right, Miss Linda, I'm gonna set that up ASAP. I would love. Wow. Okay.
Please set that one up ASAP.
I'm gonna do that. Speaking on, I'm gonna piggyback off of Taraji P. Henson. Yeah, she did do some exposure, but this is the thing. When you're exposing these people, when you're in the business, now since you're exposing, you got to come up and start and do your own thing. Start your own movie production company, and bring some people up. One thing Cat did say, he said he likes to bring people on tour with him that's funnier than him to give them, opportunities, which is a great thing. So we got to break this chain, like you said, from being owned, because you're nothing but a slave, modernized slavery. They make a billion off of you and give you $2 million. So like you said, I think that, if you're going to expose, be ready to be blackballed, but have a plan B, and get these underground people together. And we start our own companies. We start our own distribution. We start doing our own thing to uplift our people. And one thing that you said is true. A lot of them can't handle the pressure. So once they sign a deal and the pressure comes on, like you said, the drugs and the offers and this thing that they got with the Illuminati, it doesn't work out. And like you say, for them,
man, we got to take this thing back to our own roots. We were born to be strong, and now we're falling weak by people that think they own us. Come on, they did it for 400 years. It's time to change that.
Facts.
I can't sell my soul for $1.
Facts.
Not work. Because your happiness is gone because somebody else owns it.
Absolutely.
You move when they say move. But yeah, we got to get together because we got to talk. Right now, there's a bigger picture that's going on right here under our eyes, and everybody closing their eyes on it because of money, politicians and everything. So I'm ready. Hey, you need to set that show up ASAP. That's going to be a high.
Let's do it. I got you. I'll definitely reach out.
All right.
Okay.
Peace. All right.
Wow. Linda Mercer, y'all. Linda Mercer, saving lives, man. Definitely go back and look at that show that she was on, man. And she has a great business, and she makes pillows. And once again, like I said, it's saving lives, man. That's what I call it, with the pictures on it of either missing people or people that are deceased. And she gave a lot of knowledge when she came on death and how to handle death and how hard it is handling death. And then with people not saying the right things, when people die, she just came and just lit up this whole place, man, with some knowledge. She dropped some knowledge on us. So definitely I'll repost that interview too so you guys can see it. But she said there's some exposure that's going on right here under our nose. Got to bring her in. Like I say, man, you better get right. You better make sure you're right, because now you see the mayor, they exposing her now, which I knew that was going to happen eventually. I'm glad some people woke up. Another thing, make sure that you get out and vote. That's one reason why we have these type of situations and people sit back and complain. You vote? Nah, I don't vote. It ain't going to matter anyway. It's electoral votes. They matter. You vote for the president, they may set that up. But everything else under that, within these communities, man, the council members and, things of that nature, the police chiefs and, they appoint these people, the judges, it matters. it definitely matters, man. Get out and vote. It's 2024. Elections are up and coming. And shit seems so quick that 4 years go by so quick. It's like she been there forever, though. Forever. The best thing we ever had was Murray and Berry because he stood on it. Remember, I just spoke on that? He stood on everything he said. He stood on it. Going to people's houses personally, making sure kids got summer jobs, making sure the money is going where it's supposed to be going, and can show you where it's going. So we got a lot of shit going up in the city. We got a lot of people that's coming down. We are the city. We are the government. Call them peoples, man. Call them officers, the elected officials, man. Go to those town hall meetings. Vote. Get out. Make a difference. So, got to commend Phil Mendelson, the council chairman. He was a big part of getting this passed to get these SNAP benefits, more money. And the thing that they are aiming for is more nutritious food for children, for people, period. Mainly, of course, for our youth. You know, and of course, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we go to the grocery store, them carts be filled up with pizzas and microwavable. Buy some fruit, man. Get some vegetables. Get some salads for them kids. Get some water. So that's a good thing, man. And we'll see what happens in September. But see, once you get exposed to one thing, and they start exposing a whole lot of other shit. So you got to be careful, man. You already know what it is, man, right here on Phocuz Radio. Almost time for my missing person segment. You know, this platform is based around Relisha Rudd, and we're going into almost the 9th year since she's been missing. And every chance I get, especially when it gets close to March, you know, because it happened in 2014. We are now in 2024, so 10 years, I'm sorry. In March, she's been missing, and will be 18. Grown woman. Well, still young, but grown woman on paper, 18 years old. And no signs of anything. It's just still the same thing. So every year, try to do something to keep her name alive, to shake up the city, to make everybody remember. And what was crazy was I put a post up 2 years ago in 2022, and I just put a post up. I think I was here maybe. Just started here. And I put a post up, and it's been quite a few people that's been sharing it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this post is, I said, oh, okay, great. You know, so people are still paying attention. People still care. And we got to expose that too. Like Miss Mercer was saying, it's a lot of stuff in the city we have to expose. See, I don't mind exposing long as it's true. See, anything you say about me, just make sure that you got some proof, because I'm going to stand on mine. You know, just make sure. That's all I'm asking, you know. But a lot of things that need to be exposed to wake people up. And I think once you expose, then people say, oh, I've been a part of this shit the whole time. I ain't know. Let me go ahead and, yeah, that's what it does. So, it's time to expose some things and time to bring this case back. And maybe something was missed, you know, within Relisha Rudd's case. You know, maybe a piece of evidence was missed. Maybe something, you know, we got to get some people in there that really can sit back and take time to look into these cases. And that's what I'm talking about. When we got funding and we got all this money, and I go to the police department, you know, and it's taking me a week to get flyers, or it's taking me, I got to go through the rigmarole to get them to come out for this event. I'm trying to get Channel 7 or 9 or 5 to come out, and the story ain't hot enough. You feel me? But we got all this money, but we don't have enough funding to find people. It's crazy. It's crazy. But before I get to my missing segment, just had something funny. T.I. Tiny, they have been making a mockery out of Tiny, man, on the internet. Seriously, man. But anyway, this is T.I. This is the tipster, and Tiny. And once again, in the news again, being sued by a Jane Doe. And it says that the Jane Doe is claiming that my man, the tipster, they was on the bed laying down because you know Tiny and Tip do what they do. And he penetrated her with his foot. And they said his toe was so goddamn big. I swear, man, these people, man, with this money, man, and this fame going crazy, man. I've heard stories, you know, we all know about T.I. Tiny, how to get down. That's their business. I don't care about that. The threesomes and the threesomes and the foursomes and the whatever, right? And, you know, we've had allegations before of another lady that said that, you know, she was drugged. Something was put in her drink. She spent the night with him. Tip got mad because, once again, she was about to expose. A gun was pulled, put to her head. He said, bitch, you better not say nothing. And you know how Tip be talking. That's nostalgic. You know how Tip be. So, she's an Air Force veteran, by the way. So, how she linked up with them, who knows? But maybe she was picked. Hey, go get her. You know how they do. You got that money, you can get anything you want. And she was drugged, sexually assaulted by the robber. All these sexual, I'm telling you, that Me Too movement, the Me Too movement, the surviving R. Kelly, now they about to get my man Diddy. I'm telling you, they not bullshitting out here with y'all people, man. And so they doing this shit as a couple. They this freaking Friday with them, right? So it was filed in Los Angeles this Tuesday. She said 22 or 23 years old. And I don't know if it's a statute of limitation on this, but you know, with Cassie, she did the last day before they could, you know, before she could file or sue him because it was a civil suit. So I don't know as far as what this says 2000 and, no, I'm sorry. She was around 22 or 23 years old. This happened in 2005. And they say Coolio, rest in peace to Coolio. That was at Coolio house. You gonna bring the dead back? They was at Coolio house at a party. And the land and his wife, they assaulted the lady, they drugged her, they got her all twisted. He took his big toe and put it in her camel toe. You know what? Let me stop. Anyway, they're getting sued again. You know, so at some point, like B was asking me, how do I feel? At some point, like I said, the proof is in the pudding. It's been like 4 people that came out. So it has to be true. So be careful, man. Like, be careful. And the lawyer said, this is bogus. I never heard of a situation like this about a big toe. But yeah, man, Tip and Tiny, man, being sued by this veteran of the Air Force, man, allegedly assaulted and drugged. And then, you know, usually with that, you know, the next thing they say rape. Tiny, they call her Tiny. Tiny? Y'all trying to go to jail for rape. Tiny as you are. And it's all about the money. You know, that's what happens, man. They hold it in. They keep that trump card in the back of their pocket. And when it's time, we going to pull it out. And I'm telling you, so be careful, man. Beware and be careful. So, Tiny the tipster, the toaster, I don't know. I don't know, man. Some wild shit be going on, man. Like the same shit with Diddy. The freak off parties. And they say he's sitting there talking about what he like. Go get him for me. You guys are something else. Y'all already know what it is, man. We are focused on Phocuz Radio. Rondale is in the building. Kirk is in the building. Murray Webb, you already know what it is. Hey, my favorite fan, Shatima. Hey, sis, hey, Tanya, you already know what it is, man. I got to get over there and party with you, man, for the new year. But thanks for the love. You already know what it is. Let's go to our missing people, ladies and gentlemen. The tipster. This just came in today. Zaya Jennings. Oh, I like it now. I can put it on the screen. Zaya Jennings, missing from the 3000 block of Rodman Street. That's uptown, Northwest. She's been missing since Sunday, December 31st, 2023. She's been missing for 4 days. This was reported at 11 p.m. Wow. Did not make it home for 2024. Described as a black female, 5 feet, 3 inches tall, 120 pounds, red braided hair, brown eyes, was last seen wearing a black puffy coat, blue jeans, and blue Jordan shoes. The thing would be the black puffy coat, blue jeans, and blue Jordan shoes. They do have those new Jordans that these youngers are wearing, which are all blue. They had all gray ones. They got some other type colors. They didn't say blue and white. They didn't say any of that. They said all blue. And those are distinctive because I know how the youngers work. I know how I work sometimes. Like, damn, them Jones tight. You got the all blue joints. So things like this, man, we have to look for that's distinctive. It may be something that they're wearing. Micah Carrington. His name is different and spelled different, M-I-C-A-H. Missing from the 2600 block of Bourne Road, Southeast. That's right on the Anacostia area side. He went missing on New Year's Day, January the 1st, 2024. Probably didn't come home, I'm sure. 1 a.m. he was reported missing. Described as a black female with a medium brown complexion, 5 feet, 3 inches in height, or maybe 5 feet, 4 inches in height. 145 pounds, dark brown eyes, short black hair. Her clothing description is unknown. I apologize. This is actually a female, ladies and gentlemen. This is a female. I apologize about that. I make mistakes. This is a female, Micah Carrington. Well, we sound like a male's name too, but this is a female, and she is missing, currently missing. This is a story. Wow. Kristen Sherman and Freedom Sherman. Usually with cases like this is something family. 5000 D Street, Southeast. Missing since December 29th, 2023, her and her baby. The time she was reported missing and her baby was reported missing is unknown. And look at this. Metropolitan Police Department is seeking the public's assistance in locating 36-year-old Kristen Sherman, who was last seen in the 5000 block of D Street Southeast on Friday, December 29th, 2023. Kristen Sherman is described as a light-complected Caucasian female, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 140 or 150 pounds in between, long red hair, brown eyes, and a scar on her upper lip. A scar would be distinctive. She was last seen wearing blue jeans and brown boots. Kristen Sherman was last seen pushing 3-month-old Freeman Kayla Rose Sherman in a black Graco brand stroller in the 5000 block of D Street. Wow. Southeast. Freedom Kayla Rose Sherman is described as a Caucasian infant with a small amount of brown hair and unknown clothing description. Usually when we have cases like this, it's usually something going on as far as a family, ex-husband or boyfriend or something, pushing the stroller down the street. She's Caucasian. This is D Street, Southeast. This is near, I want to say, the police station, I think, or the homeless shelter, I want to say, in that particular area of Southeast. And this is strange. This is strange. Just in today, by the way. Zachariah Moon, 5400 block of Hunt Place, Northeast. Missing since Tuesday, December 26th, the day after Christmas. Described as a black male, 5 feet, 10 inches tall, 150 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing tan pants, a black and gray coat, and a brown backpack. He's only 17 years old. Zachariah Moon. The last name and the first name be Zachariah. Moon, M-H-O-O-N. Spelled different. That's distinctive. And I think he just has a distinctive look. Like, I think that he just has that look. His hair style is different with the growing of the dreads and the way he has his hair cut. It's just something different. I think that you would know if you seen Zachariah. Oh, that's Zachariah. I think you would know him. He just has that distinctive, different look. And because black people, man, we all look different, but we all look good, man. You can't really say nothing about the man. Black don't crack. Like, ain't too many people that's black that's unattractive. We all got our own. We got something. That's one thing, man. And stay blessed, stay black. Y'all already know what it is, man. 2024 in full effect. I got a group coming through next week. Strong Ass Mothers. And that's the name of their group. Real talk. And it's a group of ladies, man, that has lost their kids to senseless gun violence in our nation's capital. And they are fighting back with this organization and giving back to the community and giving something to the children with different programs to help keep them off the street. So I'll bring them in. We got to keep fighting, keep pushing, man. We can't stop. I ain't going to stop Phocuz Radio just because it's 2024. I'm going to do some things a little different, but we still in the fight. We're still looking for those that's been missing since 2021, 2022, 2023. And now we're on to a new year with more people missing in 2024. So something has to be done. We got to try to keep as many names, faces alive as we can moving forward in 2024. And that's what we doing right here, y'all. We staying focused, baby. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.
You don't know